Losing Alpha.
This is the fourth time I've left the fourth time I've left that match. I'm gonna just load it up real quick to see if I get this back in. Leaving the match 4 times. That's what they got.
Him. That's him. That's the one I want.
This game is broken. Paul, I've left the match 4 times. I know it's not the same. Yes, it is. Let me know record.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Get fucked!
Is this same niggas? Oh my god, I think it is.
Hostile Semtex.
Grab what you can.
Bitches. Hold up in the spawn. Everybody rocking a DMR or something. Alright, at least we got the fucking, we got ourselves out of being negative. God damn.
Deathmatch. Neutralize all
out here,
threats.
right? Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Shit. Saturday night.
We are falling behind.
When you go back and see the game, I'm surprised about it. This is the first time.
They have the lead. Let's take it back.
First time since I had the game I've been playing it that I got on in my first few games wasn't fun. I usually don't matter what happened the last stream. First few games, always fun. I always do good without even trying that hard. Hey. So,
Clear.
Scout pulse standing by.
Using scout pulse.
shit. Sir, I've been doing it way too long.
We have the lead. Maintain current posture.
I can prove to you. I don't feel like talking. And they got to say that, so I'm going to explain that so many times.
Available for assignment.
You know, people got, they are well rested on the
Submitting
weekend.
skewer request.
Viewer
They
released
got,
this task.
they got time.
Deploy UAV in my AO.
Well rested and time.
I know when the nigga I killed.
Authorizing UAV.
Shot up
Something they don't have during the week.
Straight over there and killed him.
Enemy CUAV established
Playground
overhead.
PL.
Black Ops took the lead. Do not let them keep it.
I don't like that. I'll play a gameplay, you know.
Hunter killer is going hot.
Enemy UAV detected.
Scout pulse ready.
Using scout pulse.
Please use a magic word. Y'all see how they work? Saying please is very effective. It's better than, you know. Any other tactics?
Hostile UAV established above. Hostile counter UAV above.
Drone pod neutralized by enemy action.
Hunter killers active in your sector.
Look at this shit. Look at the shape of the screen. Oh my god!
Hostile cluster. Get down.
They are pressing their advantage. Take control of this.
Bitch, the fuck? Go ahead and stick it, bro. That's how shit all that laying out on the rooftop and all
An
that
HC UAV established overhead. Would appear we have a strategic misalignment today.
Damn it. This is beneath us.
all this type of shit. Oh shit, Nick! Stop trying to hide!
You can aim it, bro. They kicked me out that lobby after I called him a cheater.
That's the room alert. Nah, let him go. I like a Wild Wild West chat with goofies and shit, just in here, just whatever, you know? Nah, let him talk. The more comments in the chat, the better. Black women out 7. That's a good one.
You've definitely seen this supposedly profound quote from the late Michael Brooks, who, no disrespect to him, is an extremely terrible sentiment that I deeply regret is what he is remembered for, because he made much better things than this. Be ruthless with systems, be kind to people. Sounds great on the surface if you are like a wishy-washy liberal who ultimately has some pretty rather complicated motivations in liking this sort of sentiment that we're going to be getting into here. Because the fact is that this is just wrong. Be ruthless with systems, be kind to people. It treats systems as if they are just gods, as if they are disconnected from people, but they're not. Systems exist because certain groups of people create, uphold, and maintain them, often without even being conscious about it. Because certain groups of people will die before letting those systems fall. And that means that you can't simply be kind to people while fighting the systems, because the systems are intertwined with people always. It can sometimes be a small group of people. It can often be a much larger group of people who have a compromise with that system. Like, you know, who is the system for? For country. Well, it's for, like, you know, the imperialist elites and the local, like, compradors who benefit from their collaboration with them. Who benefits from the system? In Israel, every single Jewish person does. It's by them for them. So this sort of sentiment is materially incorrect, empirically wrong, and also misleading. The systems are always upheld by people. Often systems are handcrafted, intelligently designed by people. You can't just disconnect them from that. You're going to have to be ruthless with people. You have to be ruthless
Get the
with
fuck
systems.
out of here.
They're not going to go down without a fight. Many of them will die before they let you bring the system that they upload down. It can be because they benefit from it, which many of them actually do. It can also be because they think they benefit from it and they don't. Either way, you're not going to have the opportunity to just be kind with
God
them.
damn.
Like, let's apply this to, like, Israel, BDS. You know they might BDS, obviously.
Enemy UAV detected.
Just by boycotting and sanctioning Israel, you're not being kind to people, you're being ruthless to them. You're depriving them of basic goods, basic comforts, things they need and want. Because ultimately they're the ones who uphold the system. They need to be deprived of those things. Force them into submission. That's being useless. So this is a very bad initiative. Misleads you away from being able to even fight this in the way that's needed. It gets you thinking that you can just, like, make denouncements about these systems without fighting anyone. You can't. Systems are irrevocably intertwined with people always. And
UAV
great
established
example
overhead.
of this that I want to talk
Enemy
about.
UAV
The
detected.
sentiment behind this quote and the quote itself
Hardpoint
is often
is active.
misused.
Lynn scanning
And I
Hostiles
think
have
I
the
know
hardpoint.
why. I think it's because people in, like, first world
It's
countries,
like 6 stacks.
especially, don't really want to reckon with the fact that, passively or not, they benefit
counter
quite a bit
UAV
from
above.
imperialism. You know, in first world countries, wages are higher. Even if you don't directly get welfare benefits from the government, your wages are higher, prices relative to wage are lower than third world countries. You have a higher average standard of living than people in third world countries, often by a lot, often by like 4 or 5 times or more. Even if you're poor, even if you're not poor. And you're someone who, whether you like it or not, is a system that benefits you. And a lot of people are made uncomfortable by that. Because the notion that the system that benefits you, they don't like it. Okay? For many of them, that is the belief that they have in this sort of thing. In this idea that you can just
Lynn scanning with
struggle all as one
Hardpoint
against the
identified.
system without sacrificing anything, without fighting anyone, without giving anything up, without taking any
Hostile harp
risks.
above you.
That's simply not the
Hardpoint
case.
active.
Good examples of this
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Israel. You see people very often want to deny that Israeli Jews benefit from Israeli colonialism. And they obviously do. They get free houses, they get free citizenship just for being Jewish. You know, they get to, like, murder
Enemy
children in
UAV
their
established overhead.
They get tons of benefits. They get higher income, higher wages, lower prices, welfare, free healthcare just for being Jewish. If you're Jewish, Israel is awesome for you a lot of the time. That's why
Enemy
80% of
UAV
Jews
detected.
worldwide support Israel, because it's good for them. It really is. Like, they just don't give a fuck that it comes at the cost of an entire other group of people. This makes people uncomfortable. I've been saying recently that a part of this
Hostile
is Jewish
UAV established
exceptionalism,
above.
which is that people have been
Hardpoint
indoctrinated
locked
to believe that they should be in their
Hardpoint
victims for the
located.
purpose of making them support Israel to
Hostile
be
counter
lighter on
UAV
Israel than they
above.
otherwise be. And yeah, that's one part of it. Like this
Enemy
idea
UAV
that
detected.
you can only be against Israel if you also imagine that it's bad for Jews, and you also imagine that
Hardpoint
Israel is
active.
anti-Semitic, when it's not. It's not, just not. Like, you have to come to
took
terms
the
with the fact that Israel is bad, and it can also be bad, even if it's good for the people who benefit from it.
Hostile UAV
Those two are
established
mutually
above.
exclusive. That's what it makes them think otherwise. But there's also another element, which is, though they obviously don't benefit nearly as directly and obviously as Israelis do from Israeli colonialism, they want to
Enemy UAV
distance
established overhead.
themselves from the
Hostiles
systems
have the
that they
hardpoint.
benefit from as well. And if you acknowledge this sort of
EMP.
then that also causes cognitive dissonance in them. Because while they may not benefit nearly as obviously and directly as Israeli
Hostile
Jews from
counter
colonizing
UAV above.
Palestine, they nonetheless
Enemy UAV detected.
operate with similar motives and similar logics in their lack of action against imperialism, their lack of
Hardpoint
focus.
identified.
I think they know deep down they benefit from it, but they don't want to say that. They don't want to admit that. Because according to
UAV established
And this
above.
causes like a huge discomfort in like liberal pseudo intellectual sort of
Hardpoint
thing
active.
to honest materialistic examination of motivating factors. I had a lot of
Enemy
people
UAV
like, incredibly
detected.
uncomfortable at a recent post on my second channel because of this as well, where I said that the Nazis were popular among people who they considered part of their in-group, that is, supposedly pure racial Germans who were able-bodied, because they got benefits. I said the Nazis wanted social services for their in-group, the Nazis wanted housing for their in-group, the Nazis wanted to hand out land to their in-group, the Nazis wanted good working conditions for their in-group.
Hostile UAV
If you
established
live
above.
in the imperialistic nation, the politics not international and instead are just centered around gaining benefits for your in-group
Enemy
while ignoring
CUAV
others who
established
suffer as a
overhead.
result, then there is much less separating you
Get
from
me a
Nazis than
UAV.
you think. It's just true. And in a follow-up post, I
Hardpoint
explained
located.
but this is the truth. Like from seminal work on this, Hitler's beneficiaries, like Salih, by even the most conservative estimates, the Third Reich extracted 2.2
Multiple hostile
billion
UAVs detected.
euros in present day
Hardpoint
per
down.
year in war revenues
Oh my God.
that it got from conquering other people's
have the
countries and
hardpoint.
genociding
Enemy
them.
UAV detected.
2 trillion. That was 10 times more
Enemy harp
income
overhead.
from foreign sources that Germany had gained in 1938 before the war. The policy of plunder was the cornerstone for the welfare of the so-called German people and a major guarantor of their political loyalty, which was first and foremost based on material considerations. The unshakable alliance between the state and the people was not primarily the result of cleverly conceived propaganda. That's one thing, right? Liberals want to act like Hitler was popular among people who were considered Aryan because he was just like a brilliant orator and they were propagandized. No, he was
Hardpoint
popular because while he massacred and brutalized tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people, there were tens of millions of people who reaped the benefits of it.
Hardpoint is active.
And you need to reckon with that because
Yield
it's
took
true.
the hard point.
You need to get rid of this immaterial, like
Hostile
Hitler used
counter UAV
technology
above.
sort of thing. Because it's not true. People are complicit in systems. And this is the most direct and clear example of that. The unshakable alliance between the state and the people was created by the means of theft, with the spoils being redistributed according to egalitarian principles among the members of the ethnically defined folk. Germans were kept passive and generally content by a lavish social welfare system that was paid
Hostile
for
harp
by
above
the
you.
the improvement in the public mood. Now, before I continue, I just want to note that the
Hostiles have the
Nazis
hard
said
point.
that they were against welfare, but they were very much not actually against it.
Enemy CUAV established
They were
overhead.
against welfare, and then they changed the name of welfare to something else and said it wasn't welfare. It would actually happen.
Hardpoint
And they
located.
had like a welfare agency tied to the party that was in charge of giving supposedly racially pure Aryans welfare. They just call it something.
What are you
The
waiting for?
improvement
Make
in
your
public
move.
mood came with
Hardpoint active.
What y'all say about
Yield took the hard point.
policies like the tax benefits aimed at German workers in the fall of
Hostile counter UAV
1940, the
above.
hike of pensions in
Enemy
1941,
UAV
and the
detected.
government's refusal to impose any direct or wartime levies imposed in the years after. Once Germany invaded the Soviet Union, the public was not only confirmed
Enemy
in its belief
CUAV
that Germany's
established
rearmament
overhead.
and war debts existed merely on
Hostile
So it's
UAV
not only that
established
either
above.
as well. The Nazis also promised people
Release you
that on
on
top
mission.
of these immediate benefits
scanning the
from
scout
war,
pulse.
which obviously are, that once they had
Lockdown.
achieved their goals and conquered everything, they would all have land. They would have Slavic
Hostiles have the
slaves to work with
Hostile
them
counter
on their
UAV
nice
above.
little farm. All of them
know the cinch.
would have
Scrub and
blue-haired, blonde-eyed. I got it. Blue-haired, blonde-eyed.
People today.
I should keep that in. It's funny. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan wife and 5 perfect Aryan children work their land. Oh no, they wouldn't work their land.
Oh my
Slavic slaves
God.
would do that for them. Basically, Hitler had this delusional, racial supremacist, genocidal promise to turn every member of his in-group eventually into a petit bourgeois slave owner who would never have to really work a day in their lives anymore. Obviously, it was false bullshit that was impossible. The Nazis never could have won the war. But the point is, they thought they could, and he gave them benefits that made them believe it further. This is what really benefits them. And they were motivated by further potential future benefit in supporting him further. Israel really is like the closest existing thing to what Nazi Germany might have looked like if they had somehow won or like stopped after they conquered Poland or some other impossibility. I'm just using this for analogy purposes. Okay. Like Israel is a highly developed racial Volkish state, as it's called in academia, that got well past the point the Nazis ever got their attempt at forming a Volkish state too. If the Nazis had succeeded, you could definitely imagine them having the same sorts of like racial in-group immigration, welfare, oppressive policies of those who they left alive to keep enslaving, sort of thing. So yeah, be kind to people, be ruthless to systems. I'm sorry, Michael. You know, I talked to Michael a bit during the last few months of his life. All respect to him and his legacy and all that, but this one was a miss. Even if he didn't actually mean this by it, it's what people think he meant by it. It's the white liberals' I have a dream. In order to be ruthless to systems, you're going to have to be ruthless to the people who uphold them. And many people who think they are radicals, who think they are against the system, who even think they're against imperialism, ultimately, when it comes down to it, if it did come down to it, I think they would uphold the system. And we'd have to be ruthless to them. I hope they prove me wrong, though. But yeah, I just wanted to make this little clip here because I noticed this sort of rhetoric, and it's wrong. It misleads
Team
people away
deathmatch.
from correctly diagnosing
Guild
problems
signatures
and
all
fighting
over
against
this
them in the
place.
correct
Hit 'em
ways that
hard.
are actually effective. You know, if I was a billionaire capitalist, I would spread this code everywhere. Perfect. Because it ensures that people will never turn their eye towards people,
Next
including
station.
them.
This shit kind of crazy. Am I understanding? My dumbass didn't leave? Oh, hell no. Get the fuck out of there, bro. It was team deathmatch shit when they got straight to the last one TDM too? Why them niggas like TDM? The white niggas that have a dream is hilarious like this. If I don't get a single one of these Masked Crusaders on that team, I'm gonna fucking slap somebody. Drive studios. What the fuck is going on with the votes? Nobody's voting? Why have I seen multiple 66s? I don't think it was ordered. 6.
Domination. Control the objective. We've locked down A.
Capturing zone. On me.
We've claimed the lead. Widen the gap.
Yes.
Losing B. Losing Bravo. Bravo lost. Bravo capture underway. We have lost the lead.
What is these? Every team I've been put on sucks.
Enemy UAV detected. Hostile skewer inbound. Hostile UAV established above.
What the fuck is going on? Every match? My team is just dog shit, the other team is immaculate? That's the same level.
It's obscure. Kill confirmed.
Single shooter.
Obscure incoming.
Hostile assault path. Incoming hostile.
Scout pulse ready.
Then scanning the scout pulse.
Available for assignment.
Then detonate.
See that?
Skewer on your target.
Enemy UAV detected. Hostile UAV established above.